Have you ever wondered why some highly intelligent people seem to be misunderstood, avoided, or even feared? In this video, we dive into the mind of the brilliant philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer to uncover why society often rejects the very minds that have the power to change the world. Schopenhauer believed that intelligence is a double-edged sword. While geniuses hold the keys to progress and deeper understanding, their insights are often met with discomfort and resistance by those who aren't ready to face uncomfortable truths. We explore the unique burden that intelligent individuals carry, how their deep questions challenge the status quo, and why society fears those who constantly push the boundaries of conventional thinking. If you've ever felt isolated or rejected because of your unique way of thinking, this video will shed light on why this happens and how you can embrace your intellect in a world that struggles to understand it. Join us as we unravel Schopenhauer's perspective on why society not only resists intelligence, but how this resistance can lead to innovation, progress, and ultimately, change. This is a must-watch for anyone who has ever felt that being too smart was a curse rather than a gift. Ready to confront the truth about intelligence and society's greatest fears? Watch now. Thumb, Schopenhauer's dark truth. Society fears those who think differently. There comes a moment in life when everything you've worked so hard for starts to feel out of reach. After sleepless nights, broken promises, and endless attempts to fix what refuses to be fixed, you find yourself questioning, why isn't it working? You've done everything right, hustled, meditated, prayed, manifested, and still nothing moves. It's as if the universe is ignoring your calls and you can't help but feel stuck in a loop that never seems to break. But here's the truth you've been avoiding. You've been forcing alignment with a clenched fist. The universe doesn't answer clenched fists. It answers surrender. Carl Jung, a man known for diving deep into the human psyche, once said, "What you resist not only persists, but grows in size." You've been affirming your future, repeating mantras, and setting intentions. But deep inside, your energy is sending a completely different message. I don't have it. I'm not enough. I'm scared. The world listens to your energy, not your words. Your efforts aren't failing because you're lazy or broken. You're stuck in survival mode, trying to control things that were never meant to be controlled. You can't force alignment. You attract what you are, not what you want. So, what if I told you that the most powerful thing you can do right now is stop? Stop chasing, stop forcing, stop proving, but not out of fear. No, not from a place of weakness, but from a place of wisdom. Not because you're giving up, but because you're giving in. In surrender, there is power. When the doing stops, the becoming begins. When the noise dies down, the unconscious awakens. And when you stop interfering, your psyche begins to heal, the shadow begins to integrate, and reality starts aligning all on its own. This is not the end of your efforts. This is the beginning of your surrender. The moment you decide to stop, you will begin to understand that surrender isn't about quitting. It's about reconnecting with the essence of who you really are. By surrendering, you stop fighting against the flow of life and instead you start aligning yourself with it. You trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. This process isn't easy and it takes time. But when you stop trying to force things into place, you'll finally see that life is working with you, not against you. There's this false belief that to succeed, you must constantly hustle, that every moment needs to be filled with some form of action. But think about it. When was the last time you really paused? When was the last time you let yourself simply be? The hustle culture teaches us that if we don't keep moving, we'll miss out. But in reality, it's the stillness that allows for true growth. You cannot force a flower to bloom faster by pulling at its petals. Just like that flower, you need the space to grow at your own pace. And sometimes that space is the quiet moment of surrender, where you trust that the growth is happening even when you can't see it. Not all eyes truly see the same world, even when they're physically open and looking at the same scene. This might sound paradoxical or even mystical, but true perception extends far beyond the physical and the superficially obvious. There are intricate layers to reality that remain stubbornly invisible to those who aren't ready to perceive them, veiled not by secrecy or intentional concealment, but by their own unique energetic vibration and internal filters. Think of it. Your beliefs, your emotional state, your past experiences, they all act as a personalized lens through which you interpret the world. Consciousness, in this profound sense, works much like a finely tuned key. It doesn't violently force locked doors open through brute strength or incessant external effort. Instead, it simply tunes into new levels of truth, new dimensions of understanding, when it's aligned and receptive, when its frequency resonates perfectly with what is waiting to be perceived. This might seem abstract, a philosophical musing belonging to ancient texts, but it's as real and tangible as anything you can touch or see. Consider how you might read a book 100 times, absorbing the literal words on the page, perhaps even memorizing them. But then, on the 101st reading, something fundamentally shifts within you. The words suddenly come alive, resonating at a deeper level, revealing a profound insight, a hidden meaning you'd never noticed before. What fundamentally changed in that moment? Not the physical book, but you. Your level of inner integration, your capacity to receive, shifted. This subtle yet powerful evolution in perception doesn't happen merely through the passage of chronological age or accumulation of formal education. It happens through inner integration, the arduous yet deeply rewarding process of consciously bringing together the fragmented and often warring parts of your psyche. The raw pain you've experienced, when truly digested, processed, and understood, doesn't just fade, it alchemizes into profound wisdom. The debilitating confusion that once clouded your mind, when faced directly and alchemized through introspection, transforms into crystalline clarity and undeniable knowing. And it's through this quiet, often unnoticed, internal refinement of your psychological and spiritual landscape that your perception radically shifts. The pervasive fog that once obscured your view begins to lift, not primarily when we frantically seek more external information or distractions, but, paradoxically, when we courageously release what has been blocking our view from within, the old beliefs, the unresolved emotions, the unacknowledged shadows. As Carl Jung famously stated, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The invisible reality is revealed as your inner landscape becomes clear, offering a completely new perspective on the world around you, leading to a profound understanding of self and universe. This journey into deeper perception is not just a spiritual endeavor. It is a practical necessity for anyone seeking true mastery and fulfillment, as the veiled layers of reality hold the keys to untapped potential and effortless creation. The sacred truth, the deepest insights into existence, doesn't hide from us to tease or torment us, or to play a cruel cosmic game. Instead, it hides to protect us, revealing itself only when we are truly ready, internally aligned, and capable of comprehending and integrating it without psychological or spiritual harm. This protective mechanism ensures that we receive wisdom at the precise moment we can truly benefit from it, avoiding overload or misinterpretation. Think of it like spiritual eyesight adjusting in a deeply dark room. Initially, when you first step in, you see nothing but impenetrable blackness, and the instinct might be to panic or frantically demand light. But the more we learn to sit patiently with that silence, the absence of external input and internal chatter, with the discomfort of not knowing, and with the unfamiliarity of not having all the answers or needing to control every outcome, the clearer the unseen realm becomes. A profound truth, a pivotal understanding about yourself, your life's path, or the universal laws governing existence may have been sitting dormant in your subconscious for years, whispering in the background, patiently waiting for you to slow down enough to quiet the incessant external noise, and to finally feel its presence rather than just intellectually grasping it. It's in those rare quiet moments when the world outside softens its relentless demands, when the incessant mental static dies down, and you consciously stop the exhausting act of pretending to be okay or pretending to be in control, that truth finally whispers back to you, revealing its gentle yet powerful presence. Most people, trapped in the paradigm of endless striving, try to outrun this vital internal process by frantically forcing insights, by trying to intellectualize their way to awakening. They voraciously devour countless self-help courses, chase after numerous gurus promising instant enlightenment, or demand clear, undeniable signs from the universe. But consciousness, the very fabric of reality, doesn't respond to demand or coercion. It responds to readiness. Your inner state, your psychological preparedness, your vibrational receptivity dictates what truth you can perceive and integrate. True maturity isn't about accumulating more external facts or knowing all the answers. It's about carrying less internal noise, less unresolved baggage, less resistance and less egoic interference within. A calm, uncluttered mind, free from the incessant chatter of anxiety, fear and expectation, naturally becomes a pristine mirror, reflecting reality without distortion. That's when you begin to see, with undeniable clarity, what was always there, reflecting your true self and the reality you're truly creating. Joseph Murphy beautifully articulated this when he said, "The subconscious mind is amenable to suggestion. It works day and night for your benefit, whether you act constructively or destructively. When you surrender, you consciously allow the subconscious to work constructively, unimpeded by conscious resistance or doubt, thus preparing the ground for genuine revelation. This process ignites a deep curiosity. What other unseen truths are waiting for me in the stillness? And a profound necessity. I must cultivate this inner peace and surrender to truly see and live authentically." You don't climb to higher truths by ascending external ladders of achievement, accumulating more accolades, or seeking more external validation. That's a fundamental misunderstanding of true spiritual progress, an illusion of ascent that keeps you chasing endless horizons. Instead, paradoxically, you descend into yourself, into the often unexplored depths of your own being, where authentic wisdom and your true self reside. This descent is not a regression, but a courageous journey of self-discovery and integration. With each courageous descent into your inner landscape, exploring your fears, acknowledging your wounds, facing your hidden desires, and confronting your unconscious patterns, comes the profound release of old limiting identities you've worn like heavy cloaks, of the false comfort of certainty that stifles growth, and of the exhausting need for external control over outcomes. You peel back layers of conditioning, of societal expectations, of inherited beliefs. Then something truly curious and utterly transformative happens. You begin to understand things not with your analytical intellect alone, not through logical deduction or academic study, but with your very presence, with an intuitive knowing that bypasses words and concepts. Wisdom arises not primarily through receiving ready-made answers or formulaic solutions from outside. It arises through deep, compassionate inner listening, tuning into the subtle whispers of your intuition, the innate knowing of your soul, and the undeniable guidance of universal intelligence. One of the clearest and most undeniable signs that you're truly ready for a new, expansive truth, a higher level of understanding, is when old explanations, no matter how comforting or logical they once were, no longer satisfy you. They begin to ring hollow, empty, devoid of genuine meaning or relevance. What used to bring you solace or make perfect sense now feels tight, restrictive, suffocating, or simply incongruent with your evolving self. This isn't a crisis to be feared, a sign of failure or a psychological breakdown. It's a sacred doorway, an undeniable invitation to transcend, to expand, to step into something immeasurably greater. Growth, true and profound growth, doesn't often announce itself with fireworks, grand external pronouncements, or easily identifiable milestones. It usually enters quietly, subtly, through a deep sigh of surrender, a profound silence that follows the cessation of inner struggle, or a sudden, liberating inability to pretend anymore, to deny your deepest truth. As Carl Jung illuminated, your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens. This is the core of inner alignment, aligning with the truth of who you are, beyond the ego's constructs and societal pressures. Reality isn't merely something you are passively living in, a fixed stage on which your life unfolds, with predetermined events and unchangeable circumstances. This is a crucial misconception that keeps countless individuals feeling powerless and at the mercy of external forces. Instead, it's something you are actively and continuously generating, co-creating with the very fabric of existence. Jacobo Grinberg, a visionary Mexican neurophysiologist, physicist, and mystic, understood this profound truth long before most dared to even question the conventional script of a fixed, objective reality. His work delved into the very nature of consciousness and its interaction with the universe. To him, the very world we touch, see, hear, and interact with is not an unchangeable, independent external construct, but a dynamic, ever-evolving, and highly filtered expression of our individual consciousness, interacting with what he brilliantly termed the formational matrix. This matrix, an infinite, omnipresent, and highly responsive field of pure potentiality, information, and possibilities, literally bends, shifts, and coalesces into tangible form in direct relation to our inner state, our deepest beliefs, and the predominant energetic frequency we consistently emit. In simpler terms, the projector of your reality isn't out there, in some external power source displaying a predetermined film you simply watch. Instead, it's within you, housed in the mysterious depths of your own consciousness, particularly your powerful subconscious mind. Your consciousness is the projector, and your internal state, your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, expectations, and unconscious programs, is the film being played, generating the images and experiences you perceive. Grinberg wasn't speaking in abstract metaphors or New Age platitudes without any empirical basis. He meticulously backed his insights with rigorous scientific research, conducting groundbreaking experiments that blended cutting-edge neuroscience with ancient shamanic wisdom and profound observations from Mexican healers he studied. His work with Pachita, a renowned Mexican shaman capable of seemingly miraculous surgical feats with no physical instruments, revealed what mainstream science still powerfully resists in accepting. That thought, emotion, and energy are not separate from matter, but are intrinsically intertwined and fundamental to shaping and manifesting physical reality. What you believe, what you hold as deeply true in your subconscious, fundamentally and directly, shapes what you perceive, what you interpret, and therefore what you experience as your reality. And this perception, this highly individualized interpretation of the formational matrix, quite literally molds your entire experience of time, space, and self. Joseph Murphy famously stated, "Whatever you impress upon the subconscious mind is expressed on the screen of space and becomes experience, event, and condition." Your inner world, therefore, is not just a reflection of your outer world. It is the blueprint, the very cause, the prime generator for your outer world. This provokes a compelling curiosity. If I truly create my reality, what have I unconsciously built for myself? And a profound necessity. I must understand and master this inner projector to consciously create the life I truly desire. You're not at the mercy of your surroundings, a passive victim of external circumstances, predetermined events, or the whims of fate. That's an outdated illusion born of unconscious living and externalized focus. You are, in fact, the tuning fork of your own reality, constantly broadcasting your internal state to the universe. The universe, this vast and intelligent formational matrix Grinberg spoke of, doesn't respond to your desperate pleas, your frantic efforts, your conscious wishes alone, or your surface-level affirmations. Instead, it responds precisely and unfailingly to the vibrational frequency you are consistently emitting from your deepest being. Want to profoundly shift your experience of life, from endless struggle to effortless ease, from pervasive lack to overflowing abundance, from persistent chaos to profound harmony? Start by consciously shifting your attention, the most powerful tool you possess in this co-creative dance. Intentionally feed your mind with symbols of beauty, harmony, and limitless possibility. Actively engaging with inspiring art, spending time in awe-inspiring nature, or consuming uplifting and empowering literature, or listening to resonant music. Nourish your heart with consistent practices of profound gratitude, truly feeling the appreciation for what already exists in your life, even the smallest blessings. And infuse your body with moments of deep stillness through meditation, conscious breathing, or simply quiet contemplation, grounding your energy and connecting to your inner core. The matrix, this responsive field of universal consciousness, listens intently to this intricate symphony of your internal state, Grinberg's theory doesn't demand blind belief. It actively invites courageous experimentation in your own life. Engage in conscious meditation with clear, heartfelt intention, visualizing your desired reality not as something far off in the future, but as already being within you, vibrantly alive. Speak your day into being, consciously choosing words that align with your highest aspirations and intentions, affirming your desired reality as if it is already done. Observe with detached curiosity how people respond differently to your presence when you show up grounded, centered, and radiating authentic peace and confidence. Notice the subtle synchronicities, the unexpected opportunities that appear as if by magic. Small, consistent internal shifts echo loudly across this vast energetic web of reality, generating profound external changes. Your daily choices, no matter how subtle they may seem in the moment, are like intricate energetic codes, and the matrix decodes them with absolute precision, manifesting a corresponding reality. This is when you truly begin to realize that reality is not fixed or rigid, but wonderfully elastic, malleable, and profoundly responsive to the master artist within you. As Carl Jung profoundly suggested, unless you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. By becoming aware of your internal frequency and consciously directing it, you cease to be a victim of fate and become its conscious, deliberate co-creator, unlocking limitless potential. When you fully embrace this journey, becoming more present in each moment, more intentional in your choices, more deeply anchored in who you truly are beyond the ego's illusions and the shadows of the past, reality around you inexorably begins to respond. It may not happen with the instantaneous flash of a magic trick, nor always on your ego's impatient timeline, but inevitably, profoundly, and often in ways that genuinely surprise and delight your conscious mind. What once seemed like mere coincidence or a stroke of luck, with an awakened awareness, you'll recognize as profound coherence, the natural, universal alignment between your inner state and your outer experience. This is the universe's powerful affirmation that you are in harmony, that your inner frequency matches your outer reality. Synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that defy logical explanation and feel too perfect to be random, begin to multiply exponentially in your daily life. Opportunities you never actively sought suddenly appear. The right people show up at the perfect moment, seemingly out of nowhere. Challenges that once felt like constant uphill battles now begin to flow with remarkable grace and ease, transforming into opportunities for growth and expansion. And when you finally see yourself clearly, stripped of old illusions, external validations, and projected fears, the world in its infinite wisdom starts to smile back at you, reflecting your inner radiance. Not because the world fundamentally changed its external laws or its inherent nature, but because you changed. Your internal lens shifted, your energetic frequency recalibrated, and the external reflection had no choice but to follow suit, mirroring your new internal state. The true magic, the profound liberation, begins when you courageously look inward and realize that your external reality is not an external dictator, but merely a perfect, unbiased, and dynamic reflection of what you are inside. Your deepest beliefs, your unhealed wounds, your authentic radiance, your suppressed fears, and your limitless potential. It's not about fighting to change the world around you through external struggle, manipulation, or forced effort. It's about diligently, lovingly, and consciously changing your internal state. When you truly grasp that your world is a mirror, every challenge becomes a precise invitation to self-discovery, every desire a powerful call to inner alignment, every resistance a crucial message from your unconscious, guiding you inward towards healing and wholeness. This understanding transforms you from a passive observer of life into an active, deliberate, and powerful co-creator of your reality. Joseph Murphy famously emphasized this when he said, "The law of life is the law of belief, and belief is the thought in your mind. Change your dominant thoughts and beliefs, and your reality must, by universal law, change in kind, reflecting your internal shifts." Now that you truly understand this profound truth, not just intellectually but deep in your bones, as an embodied knowing that permeates every cell of your being, the next step is to act. But not with haste, not with the frantic, fear-driven energy of the past, not with a clenched fist of control, but with deep presence and conscious intention. Your energy, your internal vibration, your dominant frequency is your greatest ally, your most potent tool in this magnificent journey of co-creation. What you're projecting from within, your fears, your doubts, your wholeness, your joy, your sense of worthiness, will inevitably be reflected back to you in your external circumstances, your relationships, and your achievements. There is no escaping this universal law of reflection. It is precise and unfailing. As you become more conscious of your inner frequency, as you diligently clear old blockages, integrate unacknowledged shadows, and align with your true self, life will start aligning in extraordinary, often miraculous ways. You will begin to notice more synchronicities, more instances where things just fall into place perfectly, effortlessly. Solutions will appear organically, as if divinely guided. Crucial connections will form precisely when needed. Things that once felt like constant uphill battles now begin to flow with remarkable grace and ease, transforming into opportunities for growth and expansion. This is not merely an improvement in your circumstances. This is the undeniable beginning of a new cycle for you, a cycle of conscious creation, of effortless manifestation, of living in full, radiant alignment with your highest potential. Your internal state is everything. It is the master switch, the ultimate lever of your experience. By consciously shifting it, by purifying your inner landscape, by integrating your shadows, you will inevitably, powerfully, and beautifully shift your entire external reality. This is the journey of becoming the masterpiece you were always meant to be, a life lived in harmony with the cosmos, guided by inner wisdom and universal flow. This is your ultimate liberation. If you feel this video has touched something deep within you, if it has resonated with the truth your soul has been seeking, if it has sparked a profound curiosity and a compelling necessity for genuine inner change, then we invite you to acknowledge this shift. Leave a comment below with the word aligned to show you received this message fully and are ready to embrace this journey. Your engagement is not just a comment, it's a powerful signal to the universe, and also helps us know who is walking this path with us, building a vibrant community of conscious creators committed to transformation. If you want to continue this profound journey of self-discovery and transformation, if you're truly ready to dive deeper into these hidden truths, integrate your authentic self, and actively co-create your reality from the inside out, then make sure to like this video. Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive insights and guidance, and join us on this unfolding path of awakening. Remember, the next message, the next key, the next revelation on your journey will come when the universe knows you're truly ready to receive it, when your frequency is perfectly attuned to the wisdom that awaits. We are here to support your journey every step of the way, helping you unlock the magnificent power within.